That's what I can't find. We know how to do connect the free software. It says I'm alive now. Okay, I'm going to try this again. It's telling me to. Good morning, good morning, good morning. See how. Okay, good morning, people. Um, since since I'm in the house, can't go anywhere. Just thought I'd try to, you know, figure out how to get my live streams started. So I don't know if anybody's going to hear this video, but it's something I'm trying to do. Trying to figure out some things. And this is a good time to do it. Might as well do it now. Can't go out. Can't do anything. Yeah, so I am live. It's telling me I'm live. So let me see. It's telling me I'm live. And, well, I'm going to speak on the topic. My topic is, my topic this morning is I am live. It's telling me I'm live. So let me see. Yeah, my topic is going to be the coronavirus. People, people. I'm saying this and I'm going to say it again. Please, whatever you do, please, people, please follow the rules so we can end this mess. The, the higher the numbers go, as far as people who have the virus and die. We're going to have to live with this. Please just get it contained. They're working now to just get the virus contained and get it where we can come back out as long as we follow protocol. But people are still going out. They think this is a joke. People, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. The coronavirus is real. It's alive. It's deadly. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's killing people worldwide, and we need to take this serious. I know that in the state of New Jersey, the governor is taking it upon himself because there's no leadership coming from Washington. So he's taking it upon himself and saying that if people don't voluntarily do as asked as far as staying in and not being around a lot of people so this germ won't spread, he's going to call the National Guard. Then when he calls the National Guard, it's going to be he's going to be like, everybody's going to say, oh, martial law. They're opposing martial law upon us. No, you're opposing it upon yourself when you don't follow the rules. This virus, this germ is deadly. Again, I can't say it enough. It's deadly. It's going to kill. This virus is killing. It's worldwide. It's not just the United States. You know, it's excuse me, people. I do have a cold. I have a cold. I don't have a fever. So I've been monitoring myself. I've been staying in the house. I haven't gone anywhere. I go to my front porch, stand on my front porch, get some air, and be done with it. But I'm tired of doing that. But it's crazy. I'm going to have to keep doing that because people don't understand the severity of this disease. This disease is deadly. It's deadly. And the thing about it is, they can't isolate the virus, and try to get some get a handle on it because it keeps mutating. It keeps changing and changing. I've been following this since I found out about it, and I found out some real good things. The coronavirus is in pigs. When you eat pork, you're eating the coronavirus. The pig is a carrier of the coronavirus. Okay? I myself, I'm a pork lover. I've even eaten chitlins, the butt, the the intestines of the pig, and the butthole of the pig. I've always eaten it. I've been eating them since I was a kid, and I like them. And I, since this coronavirus thing came out, I've been following it and reading up on it. So if you've ever eaten pork, you've eaten the virus because the pig is the carrier of the virus. And evidently, this virus has mutated and jumped out of animals and into humans because we eat it. Okay? So people need to understand this is a very, 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 very dangerous virus. This is not your typical flu. This is not just a flu. It's a pandemic. Our flu season has never gone all over the world. Italy is still on lockdown. China, where all this, in Wuhan, China, where all this mess began, and the Chinese government kept it hidden for the longest. And when they did tell it, that man that's supposed to be our president that claims he got all this intelligence, he kept it hid from the public. The department that was set up by other presidents to deal with um, things of this nature, he took it down. He dismantled it, knowing, and he knew that, you know, scientists were warning there was a new strain of a virus coming out, and there were no known medications for it, and they needed money to find the vaccine before it came out. But he still, you know, he still dismantled it. He's a conservative, believing in no government programs, you know, less government. Government is too much in your business and too much of telling you what to do. So he dismantled that. And another thing, this is just my opinion, but I think he actually was doing things to dismantle everything that Barack Obama did. That's just my opinion, but whatever his reasons was, it is just too much, you know. And now this is when you need government, federal government that can give you the money to fight the stuff. And then he's telling the governors of each state that they have to take it upon themselves to get the equipment and the things they need for the state. Now, in the state of New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy is set to bring in the National Guard to to make people help with making people comply comply to stay out of close circles with people and for businesses to stay closed. People are going to say this is martial law, and it just may be martial law, but it's martial law because the average person is not taking the coronavirus seriously. And the coronavirus is a deadly, deadly disease. It is not just in the United States, it's worldwide. It's a worldwide pandemic. You know, it's here. We can sit here, we can blame Trump, we can do a whole lot of stuff, but it doesn't help right at this moment. It doesn't help at all. We need to follow the rules. It's if it they say stay in, don't go in closed circles, don't walk, because the this virus is, I don't know the correct word to use for it, but viol it's volatile, not volatile, I guess. It's what is the word I want to say? I want to say it's very it's it keeps mutating. The word is mutating. When they get one part of it under, where they can start studying and make a try to get a vaccine for this. And this is going to be a vaccine, people. You're going to have a vaccine, so you have to these people who don't believe in vaccines and stuff, this you're going to need a vaccine to keep this away from people. It's so much to it is it people just aren't doing it. But anyway, so we'll see on Monday if New Jersey becomes the first state to bring in the National Guard to put a mandatory quarantine on the whole state, and that's what it's coming down to. And then we're going to hear, oh, martial law. And gun stores are refusing to close. For some reason, gun stores are refusing to close. This is crazy. It's saying all businesses should close. People want to wash clothes. What happened to washing your clothes out in the damn bathtub? That's what they used to do. Wash your clothes in the bathtub, okay? Nothing wrong with it, washing them out in the bathtub. If you're not going anywhere, how many dirty clothes can you have? You got soap. Wash out your dirty drawers. Wash your kids' socks, and things out. Wash a couple of outfits out by your hand. That's how they used to do it years ago. I've I've done it. Growing up, I've washed out things in the bathtub so I could wear them again before laundry time. You have to do what you have to do because this stuff, like I said, this stuff is real. It is real. It is real, people. It's real. And it's not going to go away anytime soon. Nope, it's not going away anytime soon. So we need to get it and get it under control. Yes, we do. We need to get this and get it under control. And then we don't have the best leader. We don't have the best leader at all. No, we don't. We don't have the best leader. He literally gets mad with reporters when they ask him what would he tell the people who, like myself, are scared of this disease. Because I'm an asthmatic. And asthma is a is a you know a lung disease is a is a lung disease, and people and it's a chronic lung disease. It's a disease you can live with because it doesn't bother you all the time, as long as you take and you do the things you need to do with it. So it's it's a lung disease, and people who have underlying conditions will suffer. If I were to contract this virus, more than likely it would be deadly for me or anybody else who has this, any type of immune disease like HIV or um, different things. So, and people aren't taking this serious. People really need to take these things serious, and they're not doing it. They're really not doing it. And this is not entertainment. This is information. I'm not saying this to entertain you. I'm just saying that this is an educational thing because people don't seem to know or understand that this virus is very, 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 very deadly, and it's dangerous, and there's no end to it right now in sight. Do I think they're going to find a cure for it? Yes, I do. But it's not going to be overnight. It's going to be around this way for a while. It reminds me of the polio epidemic before they found the polio shots when I was younger, much younger. Growing up, people, you would have a friend, you would be outside, you were playing with your friend, and the next day you would hear that the child has polio. They woke up and they couldn't get out of the bed. The correct name for polio is poliomyelitis, which is an infection, an inflammation, and they did it. And people had polio for years. Franklin Roosevelt, he led what they called the March of Dimes, where people would send these little stickers, and you would put dimes in the stickers and send it in to the people. Everybody was asked to contribute a dime to find a cure, a vaccine for polio. Then they came out with the polio vaccine, which people took in droves. They gave it away free. They had everybody go to their local boards of health, and they gave it, and they conquered polio. And this is what I think it's going to happen with the coronavirus. The coronavirus is going to be with us. It's going to be deadly. But if they get it under control and they get it where, where it people, like they say, they want to bend the curve, make it go flat instead of going up, just keep it flatline it. So and the only way you can do that is if people obey the rules and do as they are asked to get it under control. Once they get it under control, they can concentrate on finding a vaccine virus, for this virus. Again, I'm going to say again, this is not your typical flu. Flu. No, it's not. People need to understand that it's not your typical flu. It is. It's just not. It's not your typical flu. It's it's not your typical flu. It's a virus, and it's right as of now. It's uncontrollable. It's an uncontrolled virus. So people, please, 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 please follow what the recommendations of the CDC, because we have no leadership coming from the White House. This man is making it about him, how perfect he is, and the man is Donald Trump, aka King Liar. You heard of the Lion King? Well, he's the King Liar. You know, he's fighting with them because when people don't agree with him, he just doesn't have sense enough to know, to admit he's wrong and move on. So we have to do this ourselves. There's no other way this is going to end. There's no other way it's going to end. We've got to do it itself. I don't know how else to put it. Everybody else is just, you know, people still want to go out, still want to party, still want to do everything. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of this. But anyway, please, people, please follow the rules so this can, at least they can get it under control and we can live a semi normal life. Washing your hands, avoiding contact with a lot of crowds, staying home. And you know what, too? And I'm going to put this in a biblical sense. I'm not I'm a religious person, I'm a believer, but I'm not an overly zealot religious person. But I believe this is God's this is God's will to let us know that He lives, He's still alive, and He reigns, and He has it all under control. So, you know, He has it all under control. I've heard people say F the Bible. They take they take the pages of the Bible, rip it up, and wipe their behinds with it. This is God's way of showing us that we need to have more compassion for people, that we need to go back to the old ways, because as people, and especially as Black people, we survived, our generation survived the harsh slavery, Jim Crow. They survived, some of them lived and survived uh, the, the Spanish flu of 1918. And we've come, we've gained in we've gained integration. We've become integrated into the society, but we've lost the core values of our communities. Our children are running wild. Parents aren't raising their children. There's drug addicts and stuff. And this is just payback. That's just me. But whatever it is lethal to us, whatever the reason. It's lethal. And some people say it's population control. I agree with that, and that it's man made. And I agree with that. And the reason why I agree with that is because the Chinese government knew that this virus was going on, and they weren't containing it. They didn't tell it. They let people come in. They continued to you know, accept people in and stuff. They kept it until, well, actually, what happened? Um, one of the doctors who was there, he, if I'm not, I may be mistaken about this, but I think he didn't give his name, but he got the word out that there was an epidemic of this coronavirus in China, and that they couldn't contain it, and that is how the world knew. But also, Donald Trump, our president, knew in January, December. Some people even say he knew in December that the CDC and others were warning him that they needed money because there was this virus in China, because they were monitoring it in China, and they were saying they needed money to get a handle on it before it got out. And Donald Trump and his regime, because that's what everybody's calling it now, they took and what they did was they let this virus be. They 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 not the when I say they, I don't mean the America. I mean the Chinese government. Finally, once this doctor put it out, this doctor he told what he knew, that they weren't controlling the virus very well, and he eventually died. He had the virus. He died from it, and I don't know whether actually they say he died from the virus, but I don't know. The Chinese government may have killed him for telling, because I don't think they ever would have told if this doctor had not come out and made that video and sent it out and got it out over the internet. I don't think that they would have ever told any of us that this virus was going on. So I'm just like, I'm saying that. So in that sense, it's man made, and yes, it is population control. China has 80 million people, a population of 80 billion, so they could see half of their population die from this disease, and it would not. And they'd still have 40 billion people left in there. They'd still be a powerhouse country, and they're telling people they can't cure it. They're telling people they don't have enough ventilators. They're telling doctors to let the elderly and the sick die. So do you want that to be what's going on in the United States? I don't think so. So again, people, please follow whatever state you're in, whatever the people ask you to do. Please, please, I beg of you, please let it. Please do as asked. Please. So you know, this is crazy. It's crazy. It is so crazy. You know. Please, please do what people they want you to do. People, please.